It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Back to throw, Watson. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing again is Watson. Dorsett's got it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now it's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. He's got a man, complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. That caught by Tremble. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Play action. It's Darnold. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tommy Tremble with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
And this will be a Texans 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Watson on 1st down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just rip.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
First down at the 27-yard line.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Akins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Let's get off the field, D. Mike 7. Mike 7. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 7's a Mike. Mike 7.
From the red zone now, Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans get a bit closer. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here's Richie James on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Well, this defense for the Texans, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
A pretty wild first quarter, 21-7, our score. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On first down, Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessful.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Throwing again is Darnold. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Got a man, that's Richie James. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Darnold on 3rd down. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14.
One of the more productive and durable players up until last year. Remember, in 2019, 116 catches, which was an all-time record for NFL running backs. Trying to come back from an injury-filled 2020, just 17 catches on the year. Sure is great to see him back on the field doing his thing.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Faking the give, Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Back to throw, Darnold.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the scores. The kicks away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for Carolina. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Off of play action, Darnold. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys
simple,
up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They'll run on first down. Hilliard, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that would be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 18. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. Flushed out right.
And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Desmond King picks it.
And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Throw right side into the hands of Akins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 1st and 10, Watson. It's complete to Chris Conley. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn.
And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
He's going to look deep for more. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before the break, Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the 2nd half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this 2nd half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Texans here on 3rd down putting an extra defender in the secondary. Darnold.
There's Trimble, the tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Darnold. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 28. And he's got some space here. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the interception, here's Watson. But he's got Dorsett complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And they give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
On 2nd and goal, Watson, touchdown. That's caught. Nico Collins, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Darnold now to throw. James has got it. Complete.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Thomas brings it in. And he takes it all the way down to the 15. A big play there for Carolina.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run. It's Hilliard. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off of play action, it's Watson. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Watson on first down. And this is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. That's going to set them back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Again, it's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Sheds him off at the 45. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. Lonnie Johnson picks it. Trotty!
Do what we do! Do what we do!
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Now James returning. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Steven Sims, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll run again with Hilliard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about what? Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Desmond King picks it.
And the Texans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again is Watson.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Watson off play action. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
Check, 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 check. 44 is the mic.
Here's Watson.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Boy, Charles, what a critical call in a tie game late.
You want to have the tight coverage. You don't want to cause the penalty, pass interference. this case, remember, it's a yardage foul in the NFL, a spot foul where it occurs.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. 24. Bobo's the mic. Mike's Bobo. Hey, watch the slap. Watch the slap.
Now Watson.
The left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Watson.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Check it back. Check it back. 24 down coming.
To throw, Watson.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watson to throw.
And that is incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this.
Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
First down, Panthers.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Panthers have won the football game. So this one is over.